So guys, this topic has become a big topic in boxing. Bernard Hopkins has added more fuel to the fire by saying he'd rather have Manny Pacquiao's legacy than Floyd Mayweather's legacy. Wow. You know, a lot of people are shooting Floyd Mayweather's legacy down. And this is what Bernard had to say. I'd rather have Manny Pacquiao's legacy than Floyd Mayweather's, Hopkins told the Ring. Manny fought everybody and Floyd fought guys on his watch. That's debatable, but also I don't think Floyd gave two know whats about how people feel, whether he fought the best guys or not. It was strictly business for Floyd. Manny fought who his promoter wanted him to fight, and Floyd fought guys that were financially lucrative. Mayweather is still a Hall of Famer. To me, it makes him great and smart at the business. When boxing is over, we have to start looking at our bank accounts and our children. A lot of boxers had big fights throughout their career, but didn't get compensated the best way they could and should have. But they still have Hall of Fame recognition. Wow. A lot of people say that about Floyd, that he fought guys on his watch. He didn't fight guys when they were at their prime. He fought guys when, you know, they were past their prime, whereas Pacquiao fought who his promoter told me. Now, is that smart? Is that smart? Think about it. Is Pacquiao listening to his promoter a smart move? Because the promoter's worried about himself, trying to make pocket money for himself. So that's not, to me, I look at that two ways. Yes, you can say that adds to Manny Pacquiao's greatness, and that definitely shows that Manny Pacquiao fought every man and fought whoever wanted, but it also shows that Manny Pacquiao from a business side was quite naive, in the sense that if that is true, that he fought who his promoter told him to fight, that's not good as well, because obviously Manny Pacquiao should be looking to make as much money as he can as well, because he's also a prize fighter. But if I'm honest with you, my brother thinks that Floyd Mayweather had a better legacy because he never lost. I think Manny Pacquiao fought everyone and anyone and fought anyone. He didn't care. But to be honest, I think both of them have a great legacy. I think obviously people are going to pick whoever they fought. You know, Porter came out and said he felt Pacquiao, rather Pacquiao legacy. You know, some people would probably say they had Floyd's legacy. You know, everyone's going to have their own opinion. But I don't think we should bring down Floyd's legacy just because, you know, like for example, myself think that I would rather have Manny's legacy. That doesn't mean that I should bring down Floyd's legacy to make Manny's look greater. You know, for me, they both have great legacies. They're both legends. If you were to ask me who do I prefer as a fighter, that's Manny Pacquiao. I find him more exciting. I think he's more of a fighting man where he'll just go and fight anyone, where Floyd's more calculated. Floyd's fighting style is not as exciting. But that being said, he's also great in the ring. Floyd has great skills in the ring also that make him a great fighter. You know, there's a reason why he's 50-0. If what Floyd did was so easy, then why isn't there other fighters that can do that? Why isn't there other fighters that can beat the guys that he beat, right? Because there's many guys that people think that are washed up, that beat up a hype job, right? Look at Broner. They were fitting Broner in the same mold as Mayweather. What happened? He got battered by Maidana. Do you see where I'm coming from? So you have to have the talent and ability that Floyd did, which he obviously had great talent and ability. But I rather have Manny Pacquiao's legacy, just because I think Manny Pacquiao, for me, did a lot more in the sense that, you know, he like Bernard said, he fought who his promoter gave to him. He didn't really say or calculate things and say, no, I'll fight him now, I'll make more money fighting him then. You know, Manny didn't do that. So that's why people prefer him, because as a fighter, people look at Manny Pacquiao as a proper fighting man, where they look at Floyd as more of a businessman. Obviously great boxer, but he was also a very good businessman along the way. So when you look at a fighter's legacy, people would rather have Pacquiao's or Sugar Ray Robinson or Ali's, who fought whoever, who didn't care. Leonard, again, another one. That's why these guys had a lot of losses, because they fought whoever. They didn't calculate. They didn't think, oh, you know what, now this is not the right time for me to fight him. He looks a bit dangerous. Let him show a bit of weakness, then I'll fight him. That's what Floyd was. But nevertheless, you can't say Floyd wasn't a great fighter because he did that. But I would prefer Manny's legacy because of that. But again, there'll be a lot of people that think Floyd has a better legacy. It's just a matter of opinion. It's who you prefer. It's whether you like, you know, if you like, you know, like Teddy Atlas says, do you like vanilla ice cream with sprinkles, or do you like it without sprinkles? You know, so that's just what it is. It's what you prefer, really. They're both legends, both great of our sports. But I want to know your opinion. Who do you think had a greater legacy? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below and give your reasons why, and I will get back to you and hopefully respond to all of you. But guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also follow my Instagram, follow my Twitter, follow my social media pages. All the links are in the banner. I'll see you guys in the next video. I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got 2 options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face, and I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs, where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out. So guys, Bob Arum has slammed the Pacquiao and Golovkin suggestion that's been going around the internet. Now guys, a lot of you have been saying to me that this Pacquiao and Golovkin fight's not going to happen. At first, that's what I thought. This is all nonsense. But you know what? Now I've seen a lot of people online talk about this and report about this. Bob Arum spoke about it. Freddie Roach spoke about it. Mikey Garcia, and I'm going to do a separate video about what Mikey Garcia had to say. A lot of people are starting to talk about this now. This is starting to be ego. Even Mikey Garcia said that, you know, Manny Pacquiao should move up to 160 and fight Golovkin. Now, do these people know something that we don't? Do these people know something we don't? We don't. Does Bob Arum know something that we don't? Because Bob Arum has also come out and said that Pacquiao and Golovkin would be a stupid fight, right? To me, that suggests that these people know something, because if it's being talked about and people are talking about it, that means that there's something going on behind the scenes that obviously these promoters and these fighters will be aware of. Maybe our normal public like us won't know what's going on behind the scenes. I have been critical of it in the sense that I think there's too much of a weight jump, too much of a weight gap. You know, Manny's not even, and Bob Arum said this, that Manny's not even a natural welterweight. His best weight is probably 140, and fighting Golovkin would be stupid. This is what Bob Arum had to say, or silly. He said that he should fight Crawford and Spence. You know, he should fight one of them, because would he even be able to beat one of those guys? I don't know. He'd be an underdog against Crawford and Spence. Fighting Golovkin, he'd be a massive underdog, because Golovkin's just too big. Now, is Pacquiao seen something in Golovkin where he thinks that he could take advantage of? Because Golovkin slowed down. And there are people, listen, you'd be shocked. There are people that report on boxing that actually think that Pacquiao could win this fight. You know, even though it sounds absurd, they think that Pacquiao's speed, movement, he could beat Golovkin just because of that. My assumption is Golovkin's too big, and at 41, you know, this isn't prime Manny. This is old 41-year-old Manny who struggled against Thurman, who just got by Thurman. You know, Thurman, I thought he won comfortably in the sense that, you know, on points, yes, but there was times in that fight where Manny looked like he looked old. You could tell he was feeling it in that fight. And Thurman's not Golovkin. Thurman's just not Golovkin. Thurman's not even a quarter, even a past it all Golovkin. Thurman's nowhere near that level. He's not. And I'm worried in the sense that he could get hurt. He could get hurt. But people thought that about Ali and Foreman, you know. So again, it would be if Pacquiao was to pull this off, I don't know. I'd be lost for words, because honestly, I don't think he wins. I don't think Pacquiao can beat Golovkin. I don't think he wins that fight. But again, that's what makes greatness, in the sense that what I mean is that no one thought Ali could beat Foreman. No one thought Ali would beat Liston. And he did. So can Pacquiao do something that people would write him off at? But he's 41. That's the problem. I think in his prime, it might have been different. He would have stood a better chance. Even that would have been a hard fight against Golovkin, you know, in his prime. But now you'd have to make Golovkin a massive favourite. And it's one of those fights, a bit like Ali Foreman, where people will be saying Manny could get seriously hurt in this fight. That's what people would say, you know. And if he was to pull it off, it'd be, in my opinion, it'd be even greater than Ali Foreman, just because of the fact that Ali and Foreman were at least same size people. Yes, people just thought Foreman was so destructive and so strong and monstrous at that time that they just thought that he would annihilate Ali, and Ali was older, you know, he wasn't the fighter he was, and we saw that in the fight. He was, you know, he had a game plan, and the game plan paid off. But this would be even worse, because Golovkin's a monster puncher at middleweight, and Manny Pacquiao's really small. Golovkin punches very hard. Manny can't really hurt Golovkin. Golovkin's conditioned very well. He's going to be able to go 12 rounds. It just seems a hard fight for Manny, whichever angle you look at it, especially at the age. I keep pointing at 41. Golovkin might be past it, but Golovkin's still dangerous and he's still very tough. I don't know. It's a tough fight. It's a tough fight. And it's going to be one where a lot of the boxing fans are going to be worried for Manny Pacquiao. If it was to come to fruition. A lot of people think it's all nonsense, but it's just that this news has just gained so much momentum and so many people are talking about it. It makes you wonder, what do these people know that we don't? Are there negotiations going on behind the scenes? Who knows? But this would break the internet. This would shock a lot of us. But what do you guys think? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think this fight is going to happen, or do you think it's nonsense? Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got two options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week, discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs, where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out. So guys, Robert Garcia, you know, a lot of you were critical of a lot of the fans that thought that Manny Pacquiao could beat Golovkin. Robert Garcia has come out and said he feels that Manny Pacquiao can beat Golovkin. Manny Pacquiao's foot speed, his hand speed could cause a lot of problems and even beat Golovkin. Now, A lot of you think this is absurd. A lot of you think this isn't possible. I'm one of them, in the sense that I think it's a very dangerous fight. It's a horrible fight, you know, in terms of how dangerous it is. But again, this is a credible guy in Robert Garcia who knows more about me than boxing. Former world champion, right? He's endorsing Manny Pacquiao going into the ring with Golovkin, and he even feels Manny can beat him at age of 41. His nephew, or sorry, not his nephew, what am I talking about? His brother, Mikey, has also endorsed Manny Pacquiao fighting Golovkin. He said Manny should move up to 160 and fight Golovkin. These are guys that know more about the sport than I do. More about the sport than you probably do. And they giving him they think that it's not a bad move. See, I'm a massive Manny Pacquiao fan, so I wouldn't want to see Manny get hurt, and I wouldn't want to get Manny get ironed out, you know. So the last thing I would want to see is him get knocked out in the last fight he's ever had he has in boxing, because if Manny Pacquiao gets knocked out now, he's probably not going to come back again. Very unlikely, right? And against Golovkin, there is a high chance that he could get knocked out, you know. So I wouldn't want to see that for a living legend like Pac to get knocked out like that, you know, against someone so big. And not just knocked out, it'd be one of those fights where you would actually be worrying for Pacquiao's health. It would be a bit like Ali Thurman, where you'd be worried. The difference is that Manny, you know, Ali wasn't so much smaller than Thurman, whereas Pacquiao's a midget compared to, not a midget, but he's way smaller compared to Golovkin. And not just that, mass-wise, Golovkin's huge. You know, a lot of you could say to Margarito, it's not about the height, it's about the size. Golovkin's he's a bigger, thick-set guy, you know, than Pacquiao. And Margarito even. Margarito was a skinny guy. You know, Golovkin's not a skinny guy. He's filled out, he's big. You know, he's got mass on him. You know, he's a very strong guy. He's got a granite chin. It's a problem. He's a problem fight. I understand why. I understand that Manny could cause Golovkin problems with his hand speed and foot speed. But can he do it for 12 rounds? That's a big problem, right? Because Golovkin's very heavy-handed, right? Can you imagine Golovkin hitting Pacquiao with those body shots that Golovkin hits the guys with? It's not pretty. It won't look pretty. And I don't know whether that kind of weight is... And also, if Manny fights him at 160, isn't that going to slow Manny down? He struggles to... He has to eat 7-8 meals to make 147. Is he going to eat 50 meals to make 160? It's not... Golovkin can't come down to 154 or 155. He can't physically. He's 39 years of age. He's too old. You got to realize, Pacquiao moving up to 160, Pacquiao has to eat more, right? For Golovkin, he has to cut weight, which he can't cut. He can't cut it because he's too old, and he's 39. He can't afford to cut weight at this age. He fought at 160 his whole career. At amateurs, that fought 165. He can't cut the weight to make 154. I don't even think he's ever fought 154 his whole career. So you're asking him to do something which he's never done before. He can't do it. He can't do it. So Pacquiao's going to have to fight him at 160, right? Because otherwise the fight's not possible. Do you see where I'm coming from? I don't think the fight's possible anyway, but there's a lot of people talking about it, and that's getting me thinking that this fight might actually happen, you know. Because do these people that are in boxing know something that we don't? They may do. They may do. Right? There's a lot of talk about it. Mikey Garcia's talking about it. Robert's talking about it. Freddie Roach has come out and said something about it. Bob Arum's come out and said something about it. Do they know something we don't? Possibly. I don't know. But I don't endorse it. I think it's dangerous. And I think there's weight classes for a reason. But if Manny wants to go ahead and fight Golovkin, then, you know, like I said, I hope he wins. I hope he goes out and does the job. I hope he does. Hope he goes out and beats Golovkin. You know, but like I said, I do think it's a very, very dangerous fight. And it's very dangerous. You know, Margarito was nowhere near as dangerous. This is on another level dangerous. But can he pull it off? Who knows? If he does, I'll take my hat off today. I'll run my whole city. I'll run my whole city if Pacquiao pulls that off, and I'll record it as well. But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Is this gonna happen? Is this gonna happen? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page, and I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got 2 options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face, and I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs, where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out. Guys, I want to clear something up. A lot of you, I saw, there's been a lot of talk about Freddie Roach, and the fact that Freddie Roach said that Manny Pacquiao wants to fight Golovkin, and a lot of you have been saying, Freddie Roach talks in the air, this, that. One thing I want to clear up, Freddie Roach didn't say that, he's advising Manny to fight Golovkin, or he wants Golovkin, because initially that's what a lot of people thought. Freddie Roach said Manny wants to fight Golovkin. But Freddie Roach actually is advising against Manny fighting Golovkin. Freddie Roach doesn't want Manny to fight Golovkin. He'd rather him fight guys like Lomachenko, Crawford and that. That's what Freddie Roach said. But Freddie Roach said Manny still has a desire and he wants to fight Golovkin. Now, why would Freddie Roach lie about that? Because a lot of you guys say that Freddie Roach is talking in the air, this, that. If Freddie Roach is saying Manny has told him something, I don't think he would lie about something like that. I don't know. Would he just come out in an interview where Manny's going to know about it, lie about Manny wanting to fight Golovkin? This is why that when he said that, it got me all curious. Is there something cooking in the background that we don't know? Is Manny Pacquiao doing something sensational behind the scenes that's going to shock us? Again, I can't see him fighting Golovkin. I just can't see the fight happening. But remember, Freddie Roach has advised against it. So he's telling Manny, I don't want you to fight Golovkin. I don't think it's the right move for you. But it was, even if that was the case, why would, I don't know. Maybe Freddie Roach was just bringing it up that maybe Manny Pacquiao still has the desire to fight guys like Golovkin. He wasn't actually meaning that he actually wants to fight him. But the way he said it is like Freddie Roach says that Manny Pacquiao wants to fight Golovkin. I don't know. I don't know. Is Manny Pacquiao really want to fight Golovkin? I remember Manny Pacquiao saying that, Golovkin's a monster like a couple of years ago. So years later, when he's a lot older at 41, would he want to fight Golovkin? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I don't think Manny would want to fight Golovkin right now. Personally, that's not taking anything away from me. I just don't think he thinks that that's a fight which is realistic when he's got Spence and Crawford that he could fight. And a lot of you have actually agreed with me on this, that you actually think that him beating Spence and Crawford, he'll get more credit. I don't think he'd get more credit. I think if he was to beat Golovkin, he would get a lot more credit. I just don't think it's realistic for him to beat Golovkin at this stage in his career. We've got to be realistic. The guy's 41. Golovkin, although he's maybe over the hill, he's a lot bigger than Manny. He's a lot stronger. He punches very hard. And if he hits Manny with a clean shot, it's not going to be nice. Because people keep saying that People keep saying that, you know, Margarito and those guys. Firstly, Manny was a lot younger back then. He was a lot younger. And even this Golovkin right now would destroy Margarito and would destroy Thurman. I had one Pacquiao fan come at me and say that he feels that Thurman could beat Golovkin. What are you smoking? Because not in a million years Keith Thurman could beat Golovkin. Not in a million years. You know, have you seen Golovkin's body shots? Keith Thurman got crippled by a Manny Pacquiao body shot. What's Golovkin's body shot going to do? Golovkin would destroy Keith Thurman. It would be so bad. It wouldn't go past 5 rounds. I'm telling you, it wouldn't go past 5 rounds. That's a wrap. That fight between Manny and I think Freddie Roach was just saying Manny still has the desire to fight top guys like Golovkin. Maybe Manny might have said something in a joke, and maybe Roach might have taken it seriously. I don't know, but I think there's been a lot of talk, and it's not just me that's been talking on this issue. I've seen other YouTube channels also bring this up. So I don't think there's any validity behind it. I might be wrong. I don't think it would be a good decision or a good idea for Manny's team to, you know, put him forward for a Golovkin fight. I think, like I said, unless it's for stupid amount of money, and even then it would be a lot of risk attached. I think there's a lot of other fights where Manny could make good money, where it's not as dangerous for his house. Listen, someone said fighting Spence or Bud is as dangerous enough at this age for Manny. So fighting Golovkin would seem like it's a silly move at this age. The fight to make, in my opinion, is Spence and Crawford fighting one another and then Manny fighting the winner and then calling it a day. Win, lose or draw against the winner of that. He fights for the undisputed championship. He goes out with his held high, whether he wins, loses, it doesn't matter. You know, Manny's just topping up his legacy now. His legacy's already secure. It's just about what's he gonna do, what is he gonna do even more greater things, or is he hit his ceiling now where he's not gonna be able to beat Crawford and Spence. That's what I think he should go out on. And I think just imagine if he was to pull it off, and it would be a very difficult ask, and he would be a massive underdog if he was to become undisputed welterweight champion. What a career and what a way to finish it. In my opinion, if he was to do that, he should retire there and then. His career is done, and he would leave the sport as one of the greatest. And that's how you want to leave. You want to leave on top. He's got an opportunity to. Fighting Golovkin, for me, I don't think it's realistic. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got 2 options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs, where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.
Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are doing okay, surviving. I want to talk about Tyson Fury v Deontay Wilder. Someone's asked me to do a video on it, so I thought, let's do a video on it. Will Tyson Fury destroy Deontay Wilder in the rematch? Well, listen, I favor Fury in the trilogy. Sorry, not the rematch. I think Fury has hurt Wilder mentally. I think he may have got to Wilder mentally, and I don't know whether Wilder's going to be able to recover mentally and physically. He's had an operation. I think that was a severe beating from Fury. However, I will say this. Don't write off Deontay Wilder. I think we're starting to overlook Wilder, and we're starting to think that, you know, that fight is all of a sudden just a gimme for Fury. Don't we remember the last two fights that those two guys had? Everyone was heavily favoring Wilder to spark out Tyson Fury, right? And I know Wilder is a one-trick pony. He's not exactly the most skilled guy in the world, but he's going to be preparing in training camp, looking to land that big punch. And we know if he lands that big punch, Tyson Fury's in big trouble. We know Deontay Wilder's got the kind of power to hurt any single man on any single day, right? To write off anyone like that and just to assume that someone's going to beat him, I think it's a big mistake. A big mistake from the thing is, we're the fans. As long as Fury doesn't underestimate him, you know, it should be okay. But again, I will say that I don't think the fight's going to be easy for Tyson Fury. I think it's a really hard fight. You know, Wilder's got serious power, you know, and I don't think it's going to be that easy next time around for Tyson Fury as what it was last time, because Wilder's going to be preparing in training camp for all of this. You know, he's going to be preparing. He's going to have people in helping him out, trying to get better. He's going to look. Now he's going to expect Fury to come forward and bring it to him. What's Wilder going to come up with? What game plan is he going to come up with in order to negate what Fury was doing in that rematch? Right? Because there's only two things Fury can do. He can either box or he can either take it to Wilder. Right? So Wilder's got to be prepared for both of those things. If Fury boxes, what is he going to do? If Fury comes forward, how's he going to get through the fight? How's he going to get through the fight and be successful and win? So don't write off Deontay Wilder. I do favor Tyson Fury in the trilogy, but it won't shock me if Wilder sparks Fury out. It wouldn't, because like I said, I know Wilder's got that kind of power, and everyone's just all of a sudden just started writing Wilder off like he's a bum and he's crap. He's not though. Right? For me, Fury's the best heavyweight in the world, but it wouldn't shock me if Wilder beats him. I think Wilder's wild. He's awkward. And he's got serious power. And I don't think a guy like that can be underestimated by anyone. You know? And I'll still stick to it. I think I would favor Wilder against everyone, including AJ, apart from Tyson Fury. Because I look at the AJ Wilder fight, and I think stylistically that's not a great matchup for Joshua. Wilder's tall. He's got a long reach. He punches very hard. Joshua, we've seen the vulnerability of Joshua, right, in the Ruiz fight and many other fights, right? And we know if Wilder hits Joshua, it's finished. It'll knock Joshua out. So don't write off Deontay Wilder just yet. I think the boxing public are really critical, and they start writing people off like they did when AJ lost to Ruiz. Oh, AJ's rubbish, and then now they put him back on. Then when he beat Ruiz, they started pumping him up again. The fact is that we need to be realistic. You know, right now, Fury is the best heavyweight in the world. I think it's a close second with Wilder and Joshua. Whoever wins, those two, I think, will take second spot. But I want to see Wilder-Joshua. It's a big fight. I mean, I want to see Tyson Fury-Joshua. But Wilder's in the way, and I think Wilder's a big obstacle. I think Joshua will beat Pulev. I think the big concern is from Wilder-Fury. I think Wilder is a very good fighter, and I think to underestimate someone like Wilder just because, you know, the last fight, I think is a wrong thing to do. Wrong thing to do. I think that could be I think, you know, who knows, the heavyweight division could be put upside down on his head again if Wilder pulls off an upset, you know, which is very possible in my opinion. But leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I will get back to you as I always do. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got two options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.
Guys, what is going on? I hope you guys are well. One man more Marquez calls out Eric Morales for an exhibition bout. This beef, this Mexican beef, doesn't seem like it's they're letting it go. I think Marquez has taken not kindly to Morales' comments, and he says, let's have it in an exhibition fight, me and you, el mono. Here's the thing, I wouldn't mind seeing that, but that's not going to be no exhibition fight because they don't like each other, and they're going to start throwing leather. So I would like to see that a proper sanctioned fight. You know, even if it's a 6th round or whatever. You know, Morales has been out for a while now. I think he hasn't fought since 2013. So Morales definitely, you know, has been retired a very long time. So you know, you'd have to make Marquez the favorite in the fight, but you know, it'd definitely be an interesting watch. I'd watch it 100%. You know, it'd be a great fight. I think the beef and the fact that they don't like each other, they're going to be throwing leather, and I think it's a fight that could do well on you know, even like viewership wise. I think a lot of people from Mexico would tune in. It makes for a good fight, and I think the styles would clash, and I think it'd be a huge fight. And I think because of the dislike that they have for one another, I think we'll see the best of both guys, or whatever they've got left, the best of both guys. And I think it'll be a great watch. Some people would oppose it and say, oh no, we don't want to see 2 legends go at it and you know, fighting at, you know, probably 40-30% of themselves, because you know, they're not going to be in their prime shape, they're not going to be in prime condition, they're not going to have the, you know, prime skills that they once had either. But nevertheless, it would definitely make for good viewing. You know, you're getting 2 old guys to fight one another. It's not an old guy against a young guy. So it makes a lot of sense. It makes dollars. If it makes money, it makes sense, as they say. And I think, you know, both guys aren't ridiculously old, although Morales has definitely got he's definitely facing that swollen. He looks a lot fatter now. Obviously he's put on weight, but you know, a lot some guys, even Calzaghe's another one where I've seen that their face swells up. Like, fair enough, like, you know, through eating, but it looks different. It looks like there's some kind of, they don't look in great shape. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just due because they're putting on a lot of weight, because a lot of weight, you know, when you eat a lot and you're out of shape and overweight, you know, your face tends to get fatter and it swells up. So yeah, you know, Morales definitely looks out of shape, whereas Marquez looks more he looks more lean, trim, and he looks like he's taking care of himself, whereas Morales looks more, you know, like I said, he's been eating a few pies and stuff, or, you know, whatever they eat there in Mexico, I think burritos or whatever they eat there. You know, he's been eating a lot, you know, you can tell, and that's not good, and that's not, you know, because when he's gonna go into training camp and look to reduce that weight, I think you know, that's when a lot of these guys that have been retired for a long time think that, oh, I can't do this anymore, and they just pack it in, because, you know, losing weight is very difficult, very difficult, you know. And I think a lot of guys, when they know they have to fight, you know, they initially when they're talking, right, they talk a big game, but when they actually have to come back to prepare, lose that weight, ooh, that's what kills them, and then they just say, you know what, this isn't for me anymore. That might happen with Morales. Well, Marquez don't look like he needs to lose a lot of weight. He looks in very good shape and very good condition, lean, trim, when I saw him last time doing commentary on a fight. So Marquez is definitely in better shape. He just recently retired as well, so like I said, you'd have to make him a massive favorite, and a lot of people would have made Marquez favorite in his prime anyway. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think of this. Would you like to see this? Is this something you interested in? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got two options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.
Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. Guys, let's get straight into this. A Manny Pacquiao fan. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being a Manny Pacquiao fan. There's nothing wrong. You know, you can be a Manny Pacquiao fan. But sometimes, you know, certain Manny Pacquiao fans, I've said this before, can take things over the top. And here's what I mean by that. I made a video about Golovkin Pacquiao. I don't know which one it was. It was, I think, maybe the one where I first made the video about it or whatever. But check the videos that I've done on. One of the Manny Pacquiao fans says that he feels that Thurman could actually beat Golovkin with his movement and moving around the ring. He thinks that Thurman could beat Golovkin. Let me educate you a little bit on this matter, because I don't mind, you know, people being fans of someone, but in order to make the fighter that they support even better, right? Please don't make out like, you know, Thurman could even give Golovkin a good fight, because that is the biggest mismatch, right? Thurman's not even a tough, even at welterweight, I think Spence would knock him out potentially, right? With the body shots, right? That's a horrible fight for him. Golovkin is a monster at middleweight, right? Golovkin cuts the ring off. People say, oh, well, Thurman's got great feet movement, very athletic. Golovkin would walk him down, right? Golovkin he cuts off the ring very well. He would not give Thurman any space, and he would smash that body so hard, he'd break Thurman's body in half. That, like, I'm going to probably get ridiculed for making this video just because of the fact it's so absurd that, you know, I'm making a video about GGG destroying Thurman. But I'm just responding to a fan that said that you actually, I can't believe you actually believe that Thurman would even stand a chance in this fight, right? Kell Brook went 5 rounds with Golovkin. Golovkin ended up smashing his eye sockets in, and Kell Brook is, in my opinion, is a tougher in terms of chin wise, taking punches, is a lot tougher than Thurman. He's got a better chin. He takes more shots than Thurman, and Golovkin broke him. He broke his eye sockets, right? Thurman, we've seen Collazo hurt him to the body. We've seen Porter hurt him to the body. We've seen Manny hurt him to the body. What the hell is Golovkin going to do? I've seen Golovkin cripple middleweights with body punches, right? And we know Thurman struggles with body shots. We know that. So what would a Golovkin do to Thurman? It just would be a mismatch of the highest. Listen, Golovkin would beat Spence, let alone Thurman. He would beat Spence. He would beat Crawford. He would beat any of those guys, right? He would hammer them. Simple as that. So to say that Thurman, who's shown vulnerability at welterweight, could go up to middleweight and actually beat that. That's far-fetched. I'm sorry. That is far-fetched. And I've started to make videos about when I feel that a subscriber makes a ridiculous comment, in my opinion, just to respond back and just give my view on it. Because you could be a Manny Pacquiao fan, but that's absurd to think that just because Manny beat Thurman, that you think Thurman would beat Thurman has a chance because of his athletic ability, just to make Manny look better, right? And Manny to seem a much better fighter. Listen, I told you guys this before. Manny Pacquiao doesn't need to be bigged up or boasted. He is a great fighter. The fact is, you don't have to go to lengths and say stupid things in order to make him sound greater, because any boxing fan would tell you that the fight between Golovkin and Thurman wouldn't go past 3-4 rounds, right? Golovkin would beat Thurman on every single day and twice on a Sunday. You know, it's a mismatch. It's a no contest. No contest. You know, Thurman's not even in my opinion, that big a puncher at welterweight. Like, Thurman can't hurt Golovkin. You know, we've seen Canelo couldn't hurt Golovkin. So Thurman isn't going to hurt him. And Thurman can't. We know Thurman's very vulnerable. He gets hit, gets hurt. He's fighting a monster puncher at middleweight. You know, that's a mismatch of the highest proportion, guys. Sometimes what you need, like, think about what you say sometimes. Because sometimes I find it funny that you could even say that or even think that. Because for me, that's a total mismatch. A total mismatch. No way Thurman could beat Golovkin. No, impossible. Leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got 2 options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs, where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.
So guys, someone sent me a video. Of Timothy Bradley. And I found that video kind of funny. If I'm honest with you, I found it really funny, and basically Timothy Bradley said that even if he was 50 years of age, right? Even if he was 50 years of age, he would still if he sees Amir Khan, he would go, and he's in a wheelchair, he would still go over and run him over. Because he has a dislike for Amir Khan. I don't know if you remember when Timothy Bradley ducked Amir Khan, when they had an opportunity to fight for the undisputed, when Bradley was unified champion and Khan was a unified champion. Bradley ducked Amir Khan at that point. And now Bradley talks about how he had he shows his dislike for Khan, and saying that he would, even when he's 50, he would come out of retirement to fight Amir Khan. That's the only guy he would fight or come out of retirement for. My reaction to it is, because this video was a while ago and I just saw this video. I hadn't seen this video before. My reaction to it was, You had an opportunity to fight Khan when you were in your peak and Khan was in his peak, and you decided to duck him. And then you have the audacity, right, to say that when I'm 50, I would come out of retirement to fight Amir Khan, when he was chasing a fight with you when you were in your prime and when you were the two best 140 pounders out there, right? You had an opportunity to become undisputed champion and you decided to duck him. And then you have the audacity to say that you would fight him even at 50 when you didn't fight him when he was chasing a fight with you. Amir Khan, before he was chasing Mayweather and Pacquiao, do you know who he was chasing? Tim Bradley. That's who he was chasing. He wanted that fight so badly. So badly. He even said to Tim Bradley that you need to go repair. He even said that to Bradley to his face. And even that didn't get Bradley to make the fight. You were a unified champion at 140, Bradley was. Khan was a unified champion at 140, yet you did not fight him. Then, years later, when his career is irrelevant, your career is irrelevant, you're saying, if there's any fight I would come out of retirement for, is for Amir Khan. But why didn't you fight him when you had the opportunity to fight him then? And you know what? I always have a kind of grudge against Tim Bradley just because of the fact that, for me, Tim Bradley let the boxing fans down. And here's what I mean by that. When you pass up on an undisputed fight, when you pass up on a fight that's hailed as one of the best fights in the division, the best against the best, when it's 1 against 2, right? Because that's what Amir Khan and Bradley was at that time. You robbed the boxing fans of a massive fight. You robbed the boxing fans to see who was the best at that time. You robbed the boxing fans. Timothy Bradley robbed the boxing fans at that time. British fight fans are not happy with Amir Khan because they feel he's robbed them of a Kell Brook fight, right? But a Kell Brook Amir Khan fight had no significance in world boxing. It had no significance. It was just a fight for bragging rights here in the UK. Yeah, it would have been for a world title, but it wasn't that big on a global scale. It was a big fight for the UK. This guy robbed the boxing fans worldwide because that was a fight that was to see who the best was in the division. So that's a fight that has to happen for boxing, because we want to see, the whole purposes of boxing is to see who the best is in the division. Both these guys were undisputed champions, both these guys were unified champions. That fight would have been for the undisputed championship and Timothy Bradley passed it up. That's a duck. That's unacceptable for a fighter to do that. You know, even if he had the Pacquiao fight, I don't care. Because you had an undisputed championship fight to see who the best is in the division. You cannot pass that up. I'm sorry, you cannot pass that up. That's the biggest duck, right? That is one of the biggest ducks if I've ever seen one. Timothy Bradley blatantly ducked Amir Khan at that point. And it's shocking that he then has the audacity to say that even at 50 years of age, I would come out and fight Amir Khan when you had the opportunity in your prime to fight him. In your prime, when he was in his prime, when you were the best, seen as the best in the division, you had an opportunity to unify and become undisputed, and you passed that up. And then you're saying, well, I would come out at the age of 50 to fight him when you ducked him when you were both in your primes. And Khan was chasing you for that fight so badly, and yet you know, Bradley, to me, I'm sorry, but he talks a lot and he's a great talker, but I could never forgive Tim Bradley for what he did there, because that to me is like robbing the boxing fans big time. You robbed the boxing fans at that point of seeing who the best was in the division, because that was for the undisputed fight. Simple as that, right? He was unified, Khan was unified, and Bradley decided to go elsewhere. So, to be honest, I wasn't impressed by what Bradley... And I think Bradley is quick in giving other people stick, but he doesn't look what he did himself. But that's my take on it. Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page, and I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got 2 options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.
So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying at home. Well, I keep saying staying at home. I don't know why I keep saying staying at home when people are now starting to go out. Actually, shops are opening on Monday here in the UK. I don't know what it's like elsewhere. But yeah, the shops are opening. Things are starting to move, and we're now here in the UK with the economy starting to open. So which is a great thing, actually. Which is a great thing. We see some movement in the economy. But let's talk about what Mikey Garcia had to say about Crawford and Pacquiao. Mikey Garcia says that he feels that Pacquiao should either fight Golovkin or Crawford, and he was giving his take on who he thinks wins that fight between Pacquiao and Crawford. And he goes, before Pacquiao fought Thurman, he favored Crawford in the fight, but he goes now, after seeing Pacquiao perform against Thurman, he favors Manny Pacquiao. He goes, he leans towards Manny Pacquiao. And like I said to you guys, that I've been saying this all along, that I think Crawford is... I personally think Manny Pacquiao is going to beat Terence Crawford. I think the problem for Manny Pacquiao is going to come against Errol Spence. I totally agree with Mikey Garcia. I think Terence Crawford is going to struggle against Manny Pacquiao. I think Crawford is very talented, very good, got the skills. But I think he's coming up against a different beast in Manny Pacquiao. A different beast who's going to cause him a lot of trouble, who's going to hit him on the chin, who's going to test that chin. And we've seen that chin being buzzed before. And I think we know that Pacquiao is going to be a big, big problem. Whereas Errol Spence is a very solid, big welterweight, very good chin. He's got good boxing ability, punches very hard. That's a problem for Pacquiao. That's a problem for Pacquiao. That's a big problem. But Crawford, I've said all along that the fight that Manny is going to give Manny a lot of trouble is Errol Spence. I believe he beats Terence Crawford. I've said it all along. I said it all along. I think he'll beat Crawford. I think he could outpoint Crawford, and he can stop Crawford. Crawford's chin is suspect, in my opinion. Yes, he might have great skills, but I don't think he's got the greatest defense. He gets hit a lot. Check all of his fights. Go and watch all of his fights. He gets hit a lot. And against Manny Pacquiao, you can't afford to get hit a lot. Crawford doesn't have the greatest chin in the world, in my opinion. And I don't think if Pacquiao starts landing big shots on him that he's going to be able to absorb too much. That is a problem fight for Terence Crawford. I'm sorry. I know people favor Crawford. I don't. I don't favor Crawford in that fight. I favor Pacquiao. The Spence fight, yes, Spence for me is a favorite against Pacquiao, just because of the size, the good chin, the relentless pressure. But don't get me wrong, Manny's a live dog in that fight as well. But in the Crawford fight, I do like Manny's chances. I think Manny beats him. If I'm wrong and Crawford beats Manny, I'll take my hat off to Crawford and say, you know what, I was wrong. You are a special fighter. But I just think Manny's got the beating of Terence Crawford. You know, I've said it all along on my channel. I have said it, that I think, and I probably changed my mind a little bit, but after seeing Crawford recently, I do think Manny's biggest test in the welterweight division is Errol Spence. I think Crawford is a guy that I favor Pacquiao against Crawford. I'm sorry, you know, and I might be hurting a lot of Crawford fans. You know, might be hurting them, but I'm just telling you what I see. I'm telling you what my opinion is. I'm telling you that I believe Manny Pacquiao will beat Terence Crawford and then have a very tough fight against Spence, which I see Manny an underdog in that fight against Spence. But Crawford, he'll beat Crawford. As far as I'm concerned, I think I am very confident. Obviously, if he doesn't get robbed on the scorecards, if the fight's fair, I favour Manny in that fight against Crawford. Honestly, I favour him in that fight. Spence, underdog against Spence, but against Crawford, I think he'll beat Crawford. That's just my opinion. I know the Crawford fans are going to come out and say, "Oh, Crawford hater, this, that." No, Manny is one of the greatest fighters ever. Crawford isn't, right? Crawford isn't. He isn't one of the greatest fighters ever. Manny Pacquiao is. Manny Pacquiao's got a proven resume. Manny Pacquiao's got a great chin. Manny Pacquiao's got a lot of speed. Manny Pacquiao's got a very good punching power. That's a problem for Terence Crawford as far as I'm concerned. And Crawford's dodgy chin, that's also a problem for Terence Crawford against Manny Pacquiao. So I like Manny's chances in that fight. I know Crawford's long, he's got height, he's got reach, whatever you want to say. But I just like Manny Pacquiao's chances in that fight. I just do. I always felt he could beat Crawford. And Crawford's a less dangerous fight. It's a more harder fight from a skill point of view. He's very skillful. But I think Manny will be able to overcome that. And I think the biggest question will come when Manny hits Crawford on the chin, right, with a few punches. How's Crawford going to take those punches? I think that's going to be a big, point in that fight. And if Crawford's able to suck up Manny Pacquiao's punches, then who knows, he may be successful. But otherwise, I just think Manny will beat him. But that's my opinion. Leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got two options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.
So guys, what's going on? One of you pointed out to me that Austin Trout called out Amir Khan. I just saw that interview with TMZ, and I don't know what to make of it. Austin Trout calling him out, bigging up Khan, saying Khan's been a great fighter, even bigging up Khan's chin, saying that a lot of people talk about Amir Khan's chin, and they talk about the fact that he gets ironed out when he gets hit with a big punch. But he goes, I like to go back to that Maidana fight and see how many punches he took in that fight, the Lamont Peterson fight. Austin Trout, being a fighter, knowing how the game works, knows that Amir Khan's a real dude, won world titles. He's a very good fighter, especially in his prime. But he's saying that I feel that I have the beating of him, and he feels that he has the beating of me. Austin Trout's a guy that's coming down from 154 now. He says he felt good at 149 in his last fight. He wants to have the fight on Joshua Fury undercard. One thing I can dismiss: Amir Khan's not going to be fighting on no undercard. He's not going to fight on Joshua Fury's undercard. That's just not going to happen. If Amir Khan's going to fight Austin Trout, it's going to be his own main event in England. I can't see him fighting Austin Trout on Joshua Fury's undercard. I don't think Khan really wants to fight on somebody's undercard. I think he wants to be the main event. So that's something that Khan's not going to be wanting to do. Maybe Trout wants to do it because Trout hasn't got the name that Khan's got, whereas Khan's got a huge name, so he doesn't really need to fight on another bill because he's got a massive name. He's got a lot of fans that dislike him and fans that like him also. But where Trout probably looking at it, it's a big show, big event. But Khan doesn't need to fight Austin Trout on anyone's undercard. He could fight Austin Trout on his own card. So I don't see that happening. Plus, also, Khan's going to want a lot of money. And as we know, with the situation in this pandemic, Fury and Khan's going to want millions for that fight. He's not going to be taking short change for a fight with Austin Trout. So I reckon that's a fight that could probably happen in Saudi. And if the Saudis were willing to see Khan dib, they surely will be willing to see Austin Trout Khan. That's a fight that probably happens there. If Khan's interested, and I don't see him being interested in an Austin Trout fight, what does he get out of fighting Austin Trout? Nothing really. Trout gets a lot because Trout's fighting a big name. Trout's going to get paid well. Trout's not exactly a huge name in boxing. The casuals don't know who he is. So I don't really see that fight happening. I think Trout's obviously looking for a little bit of clout. He wants to fight Khan because of his name, and it makes sense for him. And he probably looks at Khan as a beatable, looks at Amir Khan as a guy that he can beat, and it's a big name and it's a big payday. So of course he's going to probably want that fight with Khan. But why is Amir Khan going to be chasing or want to fight with Austin Trout? Doesn't really make any sense for him. So I can't see the fight happening, to give my honest opinion. In terms of the fight itself, Trout's a very good boxer. Trout's a very good fighter. At 147, I don't know how he'd feel and whether he'd be good at that weight. I'm not sure he would be, and that's why I think he's looking to test himself against someone like Amir Khan and not the elite guys at the welterweight division right now. Or the top welterweights right now. Yeah, Amir Khan's probably a fringe top 10 guy, right now. And I, like I said, I don't think Trout would want to be going in weight drained against someone like Errol Spence. So he wants to see if he can't even beat someone like Amir Khan, then he can't really fight this way. But Khan's not going to fight, he's looking for a Pacquiao fight, or he's going to fight Brook, or he's going to fight someone of that, or Danny Garcia rematch. He's not really looking at Austin Trout. It doesn't make a lot of sense for him, really. Khan doesn't get anything out of it. It's not exactly a huge payday. It's not exactly a guy that, really does anything for him in terms of if he beats Trout. Does it do anything for his career? I don't think it does, really. Will people give him credit for that win? Probably not. They'll just say Trout was weight drained. Whenever Amir Khan's beaten some good fighters, they always say, well, Maidana wasn't at his peak, or Alexander was past his best, or Zab Judah was past his best, or Malignaggi was no good, or Kotelnik was no good, or Barrera was finished, and Collazo was rubbish, and Algieri was nothing. So they do that all the time. They do, so it's not like if Khan beats someone like Trout, he's going to get any credit for it, because they'll just say Trout was old and he wasn't a 147 fighter. It's just funny. So I don't think Khan should fight Trout. I think he should fight a guy that like Pacquiao, that makes sense for him. Khan should look for fights that make a lot of sense, or a fight with Brook where if he was to beat Brook, right, he would get credit for it. Probably not, because people will just say Brook's finished even if he pulls off a win against Brook. They'll just say Brook was over the hill. I guarantee you, if that fight was to happen and Khan pulls off a win, they'd say, right now, a lot of the public will say, well, Khan won't beat Brook. But if he does, people will just twist it and say, well, Brook was finished. So leave your thoughts, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Khan Trout, in my opinion, doesn't happen. That's just my opinion. But leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. See you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got two options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week, discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs, where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.